part of the advantage of undrafted is the fact that you get 10 opportunities to make your mark. The ones that got under my skin were the ones that were expecting, hey, I should be a pro. I don't think so, because you haven't put the time in. And it's not just when coach is watching, it's not just when the cameras are rolling, it's when no one's watching. It's when you're out there and it's hot or it's cold or it's raining or it's not ideal conditions. And that's where pros are made.
The player that thinks this is my last chance or thinks this is my only chance, that player fights harder. That player doesn't quit. That player doesn't look for shortcuts. That player is a warrior. That's the player that we want in our locker room.
None of these players are on the radar of pro soccer.
Yeah! Let's go, baby!
For many, it's their last chance to reach their dream. For some,
1, 2, 3,
it's their only chance.
That is embarrassing. What's good with it?
Early on, some players stood out, either because they had leadership ability, brought a certain energy to the field, or had very different approaches to the game. With so many talented guys in the program, players will start to doubt themselves. Confidence plays a huge role in maintaining an elite level consistently for 10 matches.
Field's bouncy, right? Keep the ball low, expect a bounce though when it's coming in.
Guys, also make yourself available, because we want to have people moving. You can have the ball.
Show the ball. 3-4 yard sprints, that's all it is when we have the ball.
Always move, communicate, fight for the ball. And guys, today let's do 2 things. No goals conceded, and let's get a win, please. Let's go.
Come on, let's get it right here. Light blue,
we lost the 2 first games.
Light blue on 3. 1, 2, 3. Light blue.
Haley on 3. 1, 2, 3. Haley. Come on, give it all you got.
The coaches let the players lead themselves, assign their own positions, and resolve challenges on their own, and would stand back to watch who were the decision makers. The energy of a game can quickly shift in soccer, as can player frustrations. After 2 days of games, the players were definitely drained, but it did provide some players a chance to shine, and others, unfortunately, some very difficult moments.
Either look for the run, right from the middle who's coming up, or just cross it, Because the more you hold it, the more time you allow them to come back and get you,
Toi Manaclet's family came to America when he was just 9 years old and settled in Chicago, where Toi found his love for soccer.
Originally, I'm from Tanzania, and then we got into a refugee camp in Tanzania, and we stayed there for like at least until I was 9. That's where they had all of my siblings. My mom was a farmer. My dad was a teacher, and he was also kind of like, I would say like a PE teacher. He facilitated a lot of the sports activity for the kids in the camps. When I first came to America, I was still playing soccer barefoot. So, because I was just so used to it, and like playing with shoes felt weird. I felt more comfortable playing like with my bare feet. We came in winter, and that was a shock because when I never experienced cold like that. And we didn't really have anything, so we didn't really have we were not prepared for it. So we kind of like stayed inside most of the time. And when we did get to go outside, it was only for like a little bit. They always pick the bigger guys over me, but once they see me play, once they see me how good I am on the ball and like my stamina, so that really kind of like opened an eye for them. Be like, okay, this kid can actually play. Do have fast feet. So it's like when the defender is guarding me, he kind of has to watch out because he never knows what I'm going to do.
As a way to share his passion with others, Toi coaches in the Chicago Fire system.
I don't like to be too tough on the kids because I understand that some kids have never played soccer before, and you can't just like expect them to know everything. A lot of time, like especially when you're playing D3, you may feel like, oh, it's over for you, it's not worth it. It's because like either you're being overlooked or you think the level is not quite where you want it to be. There's not a single day where I'm not playing soccer or doing something that will help me get better at soccer. Whether I'm doing my job, which is coaching, so I'm like on my feet. soccer ball is always near me, you know, and then I'm also like training on my own, and I also play on 2 different teams back home, so I'm constantly, every day I'm playing soccer, so I'm like never in the house.
There you go. Get there. Get there. Get there. Good.
Throughout the undrafted program, Toi was finding himself at the top of the rankings and is the only player that never voted for himself.
I feel bad voting for myself because I don't think it's right, you know? It's like, there's plenty of other good players, and I just think if you vote for yourself, you kind of being selfish, you know? So I don't want to be selfish, you know? I want other people to, like, you know, shine. If they did well, I'm like, yeah, they did well, you know? Even if I didn't do good that day or I did great, you know, if someone did better than me, then I'm like, okay, that guy really did really good today. Let me vote for him, and the next week I can try to, you know, do better than him, you know, so that way I can, you know, show people like, yeah, I'm good.
To make it to the end of the undrafted program and earn a contract is a 10-month journey that requires a high level of commitment, a positive attitude, and to remain healthy. As each game passes, both the camaraderie and a sense of urgency grows.
They're not coming back. That's the problem. They have 4.
You're telling me I'm not coming back. Did you play the same game as me?
Let's not. Hey, let's
Did you play the same game as me? I come back.
It's not happening.
We're arguing positively. He's saying something, I'm defending myself. You intervene for nothing. Now it's just we're trying to talk, man.
Yeah,
that's it.
You know, like it's a 4-5-1. Offensively, we stay 4-3-3. You understand?
Me, I come back even though I'm top. But I should stay up. I should not come. As you saw me drop until here. I should not come until here.
I understand. I shouldn't be coming back there as well. I understand that. But right now, that's what's going on.
You got nothing to lose, right? So go after it. Like, it just looks like we're kind of being petty. I don't know you, and you don't know me, so like whatever. At the end of the day, like, man, like, let's go have fun. It's a great chance for you guys.
We've done a good job of attacking kind of all 3 sides, the middle and both sides. At times we're holding up the ball up on the dribble. There's a guy here, and we're sitting there. Just move it again.
Over the course of the summer, the undrafted players had a chance to play 10 games together. Each game saw the players being divided into 2 teams, chosen on skill and rankings. There was never a consistent team. It was a different dynamic every single game. Early on, it was difficult because the players didn't know each other's names and they were still learning each other's playing styles.
Can't get 2 passes together at the moment. So it's pretty frustrating. It's an embarrassing game, honestly. Yeah.
I mean, inside is okay. Outside it can be better. Inside the field, I think it's better than the previous game. We start talking. Our guys are still fighting. We're not giving up.
I know it's not an actual game. I know it's a tryout, but we're trying to make a team right here. We shut off for 5-6 goals. That is embarrassing, guys. It's one pass that they get, and then we just let them go behind us, and then that's it. It's a goal. Yeah. That is unacceptable at this level, guys. It's not even like we didn't understand our positions. It's we didn't do the work for 17 minutes. We let 5 goals in 3 minutes. Are we serious?
You guys, they pinned you in a side and you kept it in that same side. You didn't exploit the spaces. That group right now is feeling very collective, very much together, and that's where you guys are feeling fragmented. I saw it as guys were arguing about this, that, and the other thing right from the get-go, and it's got to be, if a guy says his piece, he says his piece, move on. Don't take it personally, all right? So come back, stay positive, a good positive energy. I see some of the energy here. It's good, and keep working at it.
I mean, I don't like losing, so it's very frustrating, obviously. You try to communicate. Some people aren't communicating. I made a big mistake out there, so I can't just blame everybody. I have to start with myself. I have to do my piece first. I'm starting to get to the point where the rankings don't really matter. It just matters I come out here, play my hardest, and showcase what skill I have. So I kind of stopped looking at it, to be quite honest.
Hatungi Manaclet comes from a very large family, a family that absolutely loves to spend time together. He and his siblings were born in a refugee camp in Africa. His infectious optimism, smile, and positive energy brings joy to everyone around him. Plus, he can play.
We immigrated here in 2007, and we kind of just had to restart life. So I have 5 sisters and 2 brothers, so a very big family. And then right now I'm at 4 nieces, and we're all pretty tight. Family's the most important thing to me, just because how they can affect my mood. whether I'm happy or like I'm sad, they always like find a way to make life meaningful. Kindergarten was the first time I actually played soccer, and believe it or not, my first goal was an own goal. I like dribbled through everyone and scored on my own net, and I didn't know. I was celebrating, and my brother, like, you know, coach and everyone's telling me that's the wrong goal. So like that was my first experience with soccer, so it was just crazy. So I would say in high school I was like a very skillful player, but like as I got to like senior and junior year, all I really cared about was just getting to the goal and scoring. So during COVID, you know, a bunch of the seniors at other schools, they got left behind, and at the time I was talking to St. Louis, and they kind of wanted me to take a gap year and then go to St. Louis the next year. But in my family, you know, like, you know, you're a refugee, so soccer's not always like the first priority. It's all about getting a good education and, you know, staying stable. By having this program, I think Indy 11 is giving a lot of people like options or like choices to really make that next step in life. So I'm just really grateful to be here. We play each game day by day, and it's like, you know, go out there, play your hardest. Whatever the rankings are, it shouldn't matter. Just keep working hard, I believe.
He devotes a lot of time to it. It's very important to him. It's like a lifelong dream to make it big in soccer for him. He puts his all into the game, and he hopes the game give him everything that he wants for him. He likes the opportunity that Indy 11 is giving him. He thinks it's great. He puts 100% effort into every game that he has because he wants to put on for Indy 11. Sometimes he doubts himself, and sometimes he feels like he can't do it, and sometimes it's shown that he can. He knows he can, but sometimes he forgets it. He's usually looking out to give another teammate an opportunity to score. That's usually his first instance because he usually doesn't really shoot first. He more looks for an open pass, an open teammate to give him the opportunity to be great.
A little bit tired.
So we got to make sure we come out and compete today. Compete, that's the word. Every position, win your individual battles, and collectively we'll do better. So what we're going to do is we're going to be able to deal with these guys here and these guys here. We'll be able to pass these guys along. Okay, no problem.
So when the ball switches, the weak side, outside back / like the three is going to be in front of that center back?
You'll pinch in here a little bit.
And kind of be like a weak side
Be the
six.
weak side six, exactly right. It's not going to go exactly as they're drawn. So think the game, play the principles of play, and that will show. You came to Indy 11 because you wanted to be part of a professional organization. You have to trust that those of us evaluating you know what a professional team and professional player looks like, right? So don't try and do anything outside of your game. Play the best of your ability. We'll recognize that.
Pretty easy if I'm you to kind of come out today with sort of my, we got this, is no problem. It's like, you kind of embarrassed them yesterday, right? If I'm their coach right now, I'm telling them, like, go cleats up on these guys. At the end of the day, right? Now, maybe they're not saying that, but at the end of the day, they want the spots you guys want.
Go, blue on three. 1, 2, 3, blue. Let's go.
You're fine, Eunice. You don't have to win it, Eunice. Just keep there.
Say no, Eunice. You got it.
We need energy from the bench, guys. Energy from the bench. Great job out there. Great job. Great job, Lalo. Much better. Much better. Great job. You're not bad with that, huh? Not bad. You did it right. You did it right, man. Navy subs, you're bringing the level up now. Let's go get one yourselves. Let's go.
Go, baby. Go, baby.
Yeah, feel a little different than yesterday, guys?
Yeah. The bench is really what makes a difference, I think.
I
feel like a pro. And I feel like we all came in with a new mindset that it's a new day. And we just got to play hard for each other.
Good stuff, Tyler! Yes, sir!
That right back is pushing up very high. Flynn is almost like a wing back. Exactly, like a wing back. So the one of the forwards is going to have to drop back and help me defend.
Let's go!
Heads up! Different players around you, a little uncomfortable at times. It's okay. But you understand that's what the pros is, right? That's what it's going to be like in the pros. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be given. It's not going to be handed. And you got guys that on your own team are going to try and take your position because that's how they make their living. That's the pros. Get ready for it. If you're not ready for it, then you don't need to be on this field.
So the good thing about the game of life, the game of soccer here, is you get second chances, man, right? So here's your second chance. tactically speaking, you know their objective is to overload the back line and hit big pink balls. What do we have to do to stop that? We got to put pressure on so they can't hit that ball, right?
It was feeling good the first half, and then just rushed it back. Probably shouldn't have played today, but not as bad as yesterday, but definitely didn't feel good. I played soccer since I was 3, so my dad was a soccer dad, so he put me and my brother in young. So as far as I could remember, I was touching a soccer ball. My dad actually passed away in 2011 after my birthday. I was turning 8. It was a motorcycle accident. It was just an unfortunate accident. You know, it wasn't anybody's fault. It was just the road wasn't the best, and things happen, you know. I would say it shaped me to mature faster. I definitely matured faster, like, because my mom was in the accident too, so she's okay now, obviously. But it was like me and my brother, a big maturity moment. That's why playing soccer is really important to me, because it kind of connects me still. So like that's still like on the field, I give it all. Like yeah, I want to prove to the coaches like I'm doing good, but it's also to prove to my dad that I'm still playing and I'm doing good. I just kind of pushed it down. I did cope with it a little bit, but everybody copes with it different. So I had a friend that also went through the same thing, so I talked to him a lot, and that kind of just, I was mad at God for a while. That's like kind of like what broke my relationship with God, which is good now. I go to church and everything like that, but I see a lot of things in my personality that probably wouldn't be where it's at if my dad didn't pass away.
Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Yes, sir!
I played high school and club. Club wasn't my favorite until I got a little bit older. When I was a little bit smaller. So my growth spurt really didn't hit till high school. So like club soccer was getting shoved around on the bench for a little bit. I didn't have a lot of friends, so my friends were my brother's friends. So he kind of just brought me, he was like, you want to hang out? And they'd see me as Garrett's little brother, and then they shaped to still be my friends to this day. So I have to thank my brother a lot too. I was going through just UPSL and USL teams, and just online I was looking, and I was going through the teams. I saw Indy 11 had this undrafted program, and I was like, what is undrafted? And I looked into it a little bit. I was like, you know, it can't hurt to try. And I was already taking time off from school, so I was like, I mean, this can't hurt. So I was like, why not?
Much better, more competitive, but you still were a bit erratic, no? Right? A little bit more ups and downs. Right? Today, we figured it out, right? A little bit of change and a lot more effort from you. As much as you guys physically need to be more fit, you need to be more fit in the brain, okay? Because this game is very mental, both with energy and with tactics and thinking. If you're going to say something negative, get in your car and say it then, okay? Look in the mirror first, and then you can say it. Yes? Proud of the effort, boys.
Navy on 3. 1, 2, 3, Navy!
Way to win, right? At the end of the day, you guys wanted to win. You did. Second thing is, I would say, guys that came in and started the second half, like a much better. I know it wasn't what you guys wanted. It was much better effort, particularly you up top. Way to press, man. Made it easier for your midfielders behind you to actually do their thing. And some sick, nasty finishes, man. Some cheeky.
Enrique! Big boy!
I love it. It's been fun. We'll see you next time, man.
It's all about bouncing back, right? So like I went home, meditated for a little bit, got right back in the right mind space. And I just told myself, you know, tomorrow's a new day. What happened yesterday, I can't do anything to change it. So I just, you know, came back out here, you know, was positive to my teammates and just worked hard. I think that was like the biggest difference. It's just like I worked harder and smarter, to be quite honest. Yesterday I was just running a lot, but like today I feel like I was running with intention, you know, taking on more people 1v1 and stuff like that. So I think overall it's like mentality and then like playing smarter.
The top 10 players from this week are Usman Kamara, Dylan Philwalk, Tyler Murphy, Flynn Sheehan, Toi Manaclet, Caleb King, Salvador Garcia, Vlad Pertiatko, Kendall Hamilton, and Enrique Gonzalez. Coming up on Undrafted.
Obviously, they think they're the better team. Mm-hmm. We're the better team.
No doubt about it.
It matters what you believe. So go out here and let's show it.
Play together, cover for each other, understand mistakes are going to happen, let them go.
Work as a team.
Yes, sir.
Watch the strikers.
Do something for each other.
Yep.
Yeah, fight for the
Let's
guy
get
next to you.
movement off the ball.
This is our time to shine, so let's shine. Come on, lock in here, lock in here. Fight for it.
Blue on three, blue on three.
Blue on three. 1, 2, 3, blue. Squad.
I don't care what the score is at halftime. It's how you guys go out and play. Does that make sense? That will, if you can dig yourself out of what that little bit of a mess you put yourself in, it'll be much better. It'll show better to the coaches. Yes?
We need energy off the ball. We need to be tracking our runs. Those late runners on the side are going to get us every time. We know they just like to spray. We know, hey, the other team, what numbers are they? 21 and the outside back, they're only left foot, bro. All season, all summer long, they've only touched the ball with their left foot. Shut that down, and we're good. They're done.
To the outside. Bring them to
Press
the
the defense. The best cameraman in the United States. Jan, remember the name.
Thank you, Eunice. Are you guys sure you're supposed to be on the field?
Yeah. Everything has time. When the time comes, we'll be ready.
No, I mean, like, are you supposed to be on the field right now?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Like a field, post-game field. Can we be on the field or not?
Actually, I'm asking you guys.
Yes, of course. Be certain. Gotta be confident.